What is up, guys? Welcome back to another analysis for the day. We're gonna have Bren Esports versus Alter Ego. Let's look at the bans first. This was game number 3. The reason why I'm doing game number 3, I just picked a random game and I picked a match point game. And a lot of people were asking for game number 3. So Harith gets banned, pretty common. Mage support Harith. We have the Barats, that's also pretty common ban, and Natalia. Nothing special there for the ban of Bren Esports, pretty common. We have the Brody ban, pretty common. Selena is pretty common as well. And they have the Esme ban. Now the Esme is not banned as much lately. I think they wanted to open up some heroes. Alter Ego is planning on not having Bren to have so much sustain. That's why they banned Esme. I mean, Esme is not a bad ban. You know, it could have been like Benedetta or something. They're probably baiting out something, because they know that Bren Esports has the first pick, and professional teams like doing this. So they're trying to bait out something to try and counter that specific hero. And like we see here, Benedetta is open, but let's see if Bren Esports will pick Benedetta. They have the Lunox first pick. I do agree with that first pick. Lunox is definitely a first pick priority right here. I don't think Lunox has any weakness, to be honest with you. Lunox is a pretty safe first pick. So very well played from Bren Esports so far in the draft. Now Benedetta is open for Alter Ego, but we're not sure if they're gonna take it. Alice is also open, but Alice is really bad against Lunox. There's really no specific hero to counter Lunox except for like hard CC. Alright, so make sure to like crowd control her before she even gets to light form. That's it, and burst her out. If you don't burst her, she gets to light form, you get outplayed and you get counter engaged on, which is like super good from Lunox. That's why Lunox is banned and first pick most of the time in professional play right now. There's still the Benedetta, like I said. There is still who's good? There it is, the Benedetta, and who else? I think Akai would actually be good here. If you can get Lunox stuck, I think you're good. Petrify and then get him stuck into a wall. This Lunox pick will literally get negated, but that's all up to how the Akai would play it out. There's still Baxia. I think Baxia is okay against Lunox to just counter you know, the light form, counter the light form heal and reduce that. Yu Zhong is also open, so that's a possibility, but Yu Zhong is really bad against Lunox, so you don't want to pick that. And how could I forget? Freaking Jawhead. Yes, Jawhead is a very good pick. So far, Alter Ego and Bren Esports doing really good in the draft. I don't see any problems so far. So Jawhead and Benedetta, they have a really strong early game right now for Alter Ego. So definitely really good picks right now. And look at this. The Benedetta is only 33% win rate and picked only 6 times in MPLI. So that's actually a pretty low win rate, to be honest with you, considering that Benedetta is supposed to be one of the most broken heroes in the game right now. I think the problem with her is she falls off really hard like late game. So as long as you can get to late game, Benedetta gets negated. So let's see what they pick here. Ling is still open. They picked the Chu though, and they need an anti-invade, or not necessarily anti-invade, because we know that Jawheads nowadays, they don't like invading. Instead, Jawhead likes to do fast blue or fast red, usually fast red. Alright, so they like doing the fast buffs. But Bren Esports picked Chu here. I think Chu is good here as long as you can catch Benedetta. You know what I mean? If you can CC Benedetta, that's her weakness. That's probably why they picked Chu for Bren Esports. This will most likely be a tank Chu, by the way, because the offlane Chu is not really chosen as much anymore. So yeah, no problems with Chu. Usually I don't like picking Chu like this. I would still prefer Akai, to be honest with you. I would still prefer Akai right here for Bren Esports. I think Akai would have been a better pick than Chu, because Akai could actually disengage and engage, so you can do both. Whereas Chu's kind of like a fully commit hero, you know, and he's only single target. Akai's AoE, his Hurricane Dance is AoE. You can get like at least 5 people stuck. I've had 4 people stuck at one time. Obviously super rare to happen, but Akai has more playmaking capability. The problem with Akai is you're lacking your early game presence, whereas Chu is better early game than Akai, okay? So that's the only difference between the two. They pick Khalid here for Bren. I think they pick Khalid so that they have some sort of early game to try and counter the Benedetta, because since Benedetta cannot cancel the Khalid Sandguard, so Khalid is actually not a bad pick here against Benedetta. He only has to watch out for the Jawhead knockup right now. Alright, make sure to not heal when Jawhead still has a throw, or else it's gonna get cancelled, obviously. So let's see here. 1-1 also gets chosen here. Now Khalid is actually really good against 1-1, because when 1-1 ultis a Khalid, you just heal it off. And also Lunox could actually light form and heal it off. But 1-1 is really good against Chu, on the other hand, because if Chu gets a knockup on 1-1 or a kick, 1-1 simply just purifies with second skill and dashes away. So that's the hard part here. It's going to be really hard for Bren to catch the 1-1, alright? Although Khalid and Lunox could probably sustain the 1-1 ulti, it doesn't mean that they're gonna be able to kill the 1-1 right after, because 1-1 is super strong late game, because she dashes around all over the place, and they barely have any CC except for Chu. And if Chu gets purified, or if Chu just goes all in on someone else, like for example Benedetta, they don't have any crowd control left for the 1-1. That's the hard part. For example, if Bren pick Akai here, 1-1's Purify will not do much here. Literally will not do much. If you have Petrify, you can bait out the Purify, and then as soon as 1-1 doesn't have Purify, you can do second skill jump, and then Hurricane Dance. He's not gonna be able to get out of it. It's a more secure ulti for me, at least. Alright, so Akai would have been a better pick, I think, for Bren. The Khalid off lane is okay. Yuzhong could have been okay. Since they already have the Lunox, Yuzhong would have been a good pick, but I think Bren is worried about the early game. That's why they pick Khalid, okay? If they pick Yuzhong, their early game pressure will go down by a lot. But Khalid gives that to you, that early game pressure, alright? I was expecting a Ling here, actually, right here. I was expecting a Ling here from Carl, and they never gave it to him. So this is probably gonna be a Ling and a Lancelot ban, to be honest with you. Ling and Lancelot ban right here. And then right here, this is most likely gonna be, they don't have another offlane yet. Maybe a Yuzhong ban. Oh, they banned Loyi. They don't have a support yet, as I remembered. This could be a Farsa ban as well, or a Valier ban, because Valier is really good against Khalid. So that's also an option right here for Bren Esports ban. They're probably best off at banning Lancelot here. They don't have a core yet, so they need to watch out for core. There it is. There's the Lancelot ban. This is most likely gonna be another support, hopefully. Maybe Valier. Hopefully Valier. I mean, okay, is Farsa good here? I think Farsa, it would be good for Bren Esports to bait out a Farsa pick for Alter Ego. And you might ask why. When Farsa ultis, Lunox could simply Dark Form or just Light Form out, Dark Form in if she's stationary, and Khalid could ulti into the Farsa when she's stationary, so she's gonna be forced to fly away, to try and fly away. Chu also has a lot of gap closers to try and crowd control a Farsa, so I think it'll be good if they ban Valier here instead of Farsa. Oh, they banned Chang'e. I don't know about the Chang'e ban. Let's just say Alter Ego banned Chang'e. I'm pretty sure Khalid can tank Chang'e, right? Unless Chang'e has Necklace of Durance, then I don't think he could. Lunox can just Light Form, but then yeah, you know what? Chang'e is not a bad ban. Not a bad ban, not a bad ban. I'll take it. I thought Valier would have been better, honestly. If Alter Ego picks Valier here, they're set. Necklace of Durance Valier, and then just make sure that Lunox doesn't get close to you. If Lunox Dark Forms into your teammates, you just push away. Literally, you just push away with Valier. So they pick Claude here. Oh, please don't tell me you're gonna pick Claude? Double Marksman? Whoa. I've actually never seen this game before, by the way. I just knew that Alter Ego won, but I've never seen this game. So it's a double marksman. I'm guessing it's a Benedetta support. Alright, it's a Benedetta support, 1-1 offlane, Claude core. That's what's most likely gonna happen in Jawhead tank. And there's the Valier, so they wanted to pick the Valier. And I think this is good, but they had no choice but to pick a Roger core since Lancelot and Ling is banned. Alright, and they also took the last good core in the meta right now, which is the Claude. And I think that might be a reason why for Alter Ego. Bren Esports is like, oh, we're not really worried about a core, right? We banned Ling, we have Benedetta, we have 1-1, we banned Brody, we banned Lancelot. They have nothing else. So Alter Ego picked Claude to deny pick Carl from using it. If I was lucky, I would have been like, what the fuck? I thought I was gonna get Claude, right? I thought I was gonna get Claude for Carl, but they ended up picking it because you don't expect it on this team composition. Honestly, I wouldn't expect it as well. So very well played to whoever's drafting for Alter Ego. So now they're stuck with a Roger who, it's a nerf Roger, by the way. This Roger is not as strong as he used to be. He's not as tanky as he used to be. So let's see here. Last pick is the Farsa, like I said earlier. If Valier's picked, then it's probably the Farsa. But it's better for these guys to have a Farsa instead of a Valier on this team. If this was a Valier, it would have been bad for them, for Bren Esports. It would have been worse. Alright, but if you look at this, they are mostly like, they have two early games on the Benedetta support, and then the Jawhead tank, and then 3 late games on Claude, 1-1, and Farsa. While looking at this team, they have Lunox, who's pretty balanced all throughout the game, but Lunox needs to hit level 4 first, choose more of an early game, mid game. Roger's like mid to late, I guess, and Valier's early game and Khalid's early game as well. So both are pretty balanced team comps, to be honest with you. They both did really good on the draft for both teams, actually. It could have been better. Let's see here. This could have been an Akai. I'm really not sure why Akai is really not picked. And I think they should have picked Ling first for Bren Esports. Ling, Akai right here for the second and third pick. Alright, this should have been a Ling and Akai, in my opinion. I think that's their comfort pick for Bren. But then again, Coach Ducky drafts in a way where he wants to draft based on what they throw at you, what these guys throw at you, alright? They don't want to get bullied early game, that's why he didn't pick it. But I think the comfort from Bren Esports just was not there. Their comfort picks were not there. Few is not on a playmaking support. As you can see, usually we see Few with Selena, Natalia, but now Few doesn't have that. He has a Valier. Obviously, Valier is okay for peeling and all that, but it's not a playmaking support like Natalia and Selena. And same with Roger. It's a nerf Roger, so it's gonna be a lot harder for Carl to actually play this. Alright, so let's look at the laning phase, see what happens here. Valier's making sure nobody's gonna be able to invade, so he's just giving vision here. Very well played. Choose the tank. Oh wait, it's a Benedetta off lane, and then it was a Farsa support. Sorry, because Benedetta is also capable of playing support as well. Well, Benedetta could play anything right now except for tank. Benedetta support, I've seen it. Benedetta offlane and Benedetta core. So you can play all three. That's why Benedetta is also a very, very good hero to prioritize right now. She could flex. Same with Brody. Brody could support, could core, and could offlane. Farsa could have been offlane as well. Farsa could have been offlane as well. But I do agree with Alter Ego here that to put Benedetta on offlane instead of Farsa. Khalid versus Benedetta. Alright, so this matchup right here is a Khalid versus Benedetta. I think Khalid should win that matchup. Khalid should win this matchup, honestly. But yeah, Benedetta is super strong early game, so Khalid, all he needs to do, as long as he heals correctly, he doesn't get too out-poked, he doesn't get out-harassed, then he should be good. And Lunox should win. Lunox should win against 1-1 as well. Lunox is really good against 1-1. So the offlane matchups actually goes in favor for Bren. But the mid lane matchup, on the other hand, I think goes in favor for Alter Ego, alright? For me at least. Alright. Oh, he actually messed up the throw flicker. Jawhead tried doing a throw flicker. Right there, see? He fucked it up. Right there. Leo Murphy trying to fuck it up. And I think that was really good from Bren right here. That should be a first blood. Big mistake from Leo Murphy. That's not something that we want to see in the grand finals. But Selly Boy dying right away to Valier, just as expected. If you mess up like that on a Valier, he's just gonna keep throwing fireballs at you. There's another fireball right there. He messes up another throw. I usually see Leo Murphy not play like this, but whatever. I think they're just really, really confident that it's 2-0 right now. The scoreboard is 2-0 right now. And look at this. Boom. One more. Ooh. Boom. Look at that. And there it goes. I said earlier that Valier is not a playmaking support, but Fuse making it work. He has 2 kills already on his Valier, but he's gonna get traded here from Ahmad and Odile. So this is a very good response from Ahmad, going from top lane to mid lane, knowing that Few was super overextended. So this should be an easy kill. And there you go. Very well played. That is still in favor of Bren Esports for the trade, by the way, since Claude and Jawhead died for a support. But we see Flap right here trying to rotate here at mid lane because of the Vendetta. But Vendetta cleared the wave on the top lane way faster than Khalid. That's why she was able to rotate a lot faster. That's the advantage that Ahmad has, alright? 1v1, Khalid wins against Benedetta, alright? But the advantage that Benedetta has is she could rotate a lot faster with her passive. You know, with your auto attack, when you hold it, you have a dash. So she has a lot of dashes, meaning she rotates a lot faster than Khalid. Alright, and she also has really good wave clear with the first skill. So that's why Benedetta is taking advantage of her wave clearance and her roaming potential as well. Right here, Ahmad is gonna dash away from Khalid. This is kind of risky right here. Look at, oh, he immuned the Khalid first skill. I didn't know you could do that. I thought you could only immune CC. Look, he immuned it, absorb. I didn't know you could do that. I thought it was just immune CC, not the damage. I thought the damage was still gonna be there, and the CC is not gonna be there. I learned something new today. Alright, I learned something new. Hopefully you guys learned that too. So apparently you could absorb and immune damage and immune CC with the Benedetta. Alright, so there you go. What's happening here? The Chu is invading by himself. I don't know how I feel about this, but the good thing is the Chu is focusing Selly Boy, who's only level 1 right now, on the Claude. So the Claude is really, really weak early game, as we know. This might be a little too greedy from Lusty. Let me see. I guess not. It is not. The Roger might get too greedy here to go for the Claude. The Claude already got the blue buff, but I think Roger really is going to go into a 1v3 right now. So this is just discipline, I think. A little bit greedy. Because even if Roger does kill the Claude, he's probably going to end up dying as well. Oh, he got outplayed almost. Okay, so Valier was there to secure the kill on Claude, so very well played. But the Roger got baited. Let's see if this Roger is going to be able to. Nice throw on the tower. Very well played. He's dead. Okay, there you go. So it was actually a 1-for-1 trade. A Claude for a Roger. So it's an even trade. And plus the Claude got the blue buff. So same thing. Carl also lost his blue buff. But I think it's going to hit Claude way worse in terms of losing the buff. Roger doesn't need the blue buff as much as Claude does because you always want to keep using your first skill with a Claude. So the Claude right now, he's definitely struggling. So let's see here. Jawhead knows that Lunox is not level 4 yet, so she cannot life form. That's why he's going really aggressive. And plus, well, Lunox does have Flicker. Let's see if he uses it. He didn't use it. He should have. I think Rebo should have used the Flicker here. But I think he might go for a 1-1. Let me see. Get stunned. Can they get it? Oh, he had Aegis. That's why he wasn't scared. So nice bait from 1-1 right there. Very well played. I honestly thought Lunox was going to be able to kill the 1-1, but I forgot. He has Aegis. I usually play 1-1 offlane with Flicker, but this guy plays it with Aegis, so I might try that out. Lunox should have flickered away, honestly. Should have flickered away before getting thrown, I would say. Khalid is trying to put pressure on the jungle or trying to cut the lane against this Benedetta, and like I said, 1v1. 1v1 Khalid is supposed to win this matchup, which is what he's actually doing right now. He's supposed to win this. The only advantage that Benedetta has is the roaming potential, which Ahmad has been trying to do this whole game, by the way. If you notice, Khalid is mostly top lane trying to clear the wave, while Benedetta is more of like a roaming offlaner. You know what I mean? Since Benedetta roams so fast. So let's see what happens here. Give me 1 second. Farsa ultis, gets freaking bitten by Roger. That's fine. Farsa gets a kill on Valier. How? Look. Jesus Christ. Very nice skill shots from Farsa. Literally hit everything. Watch Valier. Watch Valier. Literally. Okay, first he was trying to wave clear. And then second, he tried to go for Lusty with the second. Few went into it. I don't know how I feel about that. That should have been a sidestep right there. I don't know what he was looking at. That should have been an easy sidestep for Few. And then from there, Farsa just hit everything. And then the burn damage killed him. Jesus. Udil. Udil is such a game changer. He carried this team, by the way. No joke. He carried Alter Ego really hard. Not a lot of people notice Udil, but he carried really hard. Farsa's hitting everything. Valier just died earlier, remember, from Farsa ulti, and now he has to recall again because Farsa hit almost everything. Jesus, that's game changing. This little details, small things that are happening, is really. Oh my god, did he get that too? Udil, how is he hitting? And nice throw from Jawhead from Leo Murphy. It doesn't even matter if Jawhead dies. It doesn't matter if Jawhead dies at this point. He got the core of Bren and he did his job. So this is already in favor of Alter Ego, even if Jawhead dies. No more Chu Kick as well. So they're actually able. Alter Ego is going to be able to do Turtle if they want to, since Roger's dead for a little bit. If they want to. But then again, they have a Claude that's really weak early game. So they still need Claude to get Demon Hunter Sword first before doing like anything crazy. Benedetta, like I said, Benedetta's like mostly roaming. You could see the mod taking advantage of his hero, right? He might lose 1v1 against Khalid, but why do you need to fight Khalid if you could just roam and try to get a kill somewhere else? So that's just like simple game sense. Look at the... He's literally hitting everything, and Few was forced to flicker out. Because if he didn't, he was dead from Farsa again, I promise you. Very nice try from Leo Murphy. And just because of that, since they saw Lusty and Few very low, they're like, okay, this is our chance. We don't have to kill anybody. As long as we know that Brand Esports, they're low HP, if they try to contest the turtle, they're most likely going to die and lose the trade. They're going to get baited into trying to get the turtle, trying to steal it, and then die anyways. So that's what Alter Ego is trying to force here. So the macro play from Alter Ego right now is just on point. While Brent Esports, I feel like they were kind of greedy in the beginning, I would say, especially on the blue buff earlier on the Claude. Greedy plays. Khalid was forced to ulti right away. Alright, because he thought he was going to get thrown by Jawhead. And then Carl ends up getting thrown from Jawhead. And Carl doesn't have Purify, by the way, since he's the core. So this is going to be hard for Carl. And Roger actually still alive, surprisingly, even though he's the one that got thrown. Valier is dead again. So yeah, they're taking advantage of this Valier right now, being really soft, very squishy. There goes Carl going in. What is Carl doing? Wait, that I've never seen Carl do that in so long. Look at this. He face checked that shit. He just saw Jawhead there. Give me a second. All right, let's look at it slowly. Let's look at it slowly. Lusty dipped. Everybody's here. Everybody's in this bush. I have never seen this from Carl in a very long time. All right, he just first killed. He knows they're there. He knows they're there. All right, he just used wolf form. And then he face checked. He was gonna rotate mid. Oh man, and then he got baited. He got 1v1 by Leo Murphy. Oh man, I've never seen Carl do that in such a long time, honestly. Yeah, I've never seen that from Carl in a very long time. Well, maybe because he's used to like Ling and Lancelot, who has a lot of mobility, and Claude even. If that was a Claude, he could have BMI'd out. So maybe he's used to like really high mobility heroes. Well, Roger has high mobility, but not as much as those heroes. I mean, I can't blame him. I cannot blame him. Even I would have done the same shit, most likely. I would have probably done the same shit. And here goes the blue buff trying to get invaded. The Valier just cannot do anything right now. Valier cannot do anything right now. It's either Valier overextends or Farsa outpokes the Valier with the ulti. So Leo Murphy and Udil are just playing this to perfection. It's not necessarily the Valier being a really bad pick. It's just that Leo Murphy and Udil is just... they're just so good. If you notice, it's mostly Udil and Jawhead like working with each other, whereas Lusty and Few, if you notice, they haven't done anything with each other, right? They're not really working with each other compared to these two. You know, like the chemistry here is a lot stronger than the whatever Bren has right now, right? At least, okay? They're just synergizing right now with the Jawhead and the Farsa. So very well played so far. Lusty kicks the Jawhead. That's fine. They're probably gonna get a kill on Jawhead here. The tower goes down. That's fine. Finally, they get a pick off. It's actually still a very close game. Farsa's gonna poke, but quick sand guard from Khalid is very good. Nice burst from Rebo right there. Well played. Finally, the Lunox is going alive. Lunox has been quiet, by the way, because this 1-1 has been playing super safe, so that's really good. I think Bren Esports, they're just getting out macroed. Alright, out macroed, and it really looks like Alter Ego is working more as a team. And just like that, easy kill for Claude. Farsa is just everywhere making plays. Just everywhere. Hitting all the ultis. I haven't seen him like throw out a shitty ass ulti with Farsa. Let's see, he's probably gonna ulti here again. Let's see. There it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm surprised Lusty is not going aggressive on this Farsa. And by the way, well, the Farsa has Purify, by the way. He knows this. He knows that they have a Chew, so he has Purify. Doesn't matter. See, look, he's just waiting for the kick. Udil is not even worried. Farsa's not gonna Purify until Lusty kicks. So he wants to bait out the kick every single time. Just simple game sense. So very good from Udil. Okay, let me be honest. Udil is probably the best support in the world right now. And no joke. That is no joke. Here goes the Farsa. Even better than Lemon. Yes, even better than Lemon. You heard it here first. Udil and Leo Murphy is what Alter Ego's strengths. That's their strength. Oh man, very nice stun from Valier though. 1-1 got a little too aggressive right there, I would say. So super overextended, because if you look at this, if you look at the minimap right here, he got, yeah, super overextended without any vision, by the way. This is not something that you want to do with 1-on-1, especially if you're a marksman and you don't have any vision. You know that your whole team is around here and then your Claude is all the way back here. So there's no reason for you to be pushing this. Really. There's really no reason for you to be pushing this. Look at this. Just because of that, he tries to go for a weakness point, but I don't think he got the ulti out. Nice stun from Valier. He tried. He really tried to get the ulti out, but it's a risk. It's 2v1. 2v1. You're supposed to lose that. So well played from Bren right there by playing it patient and baiting out the 1-1. And they didn't get any trades for that. Lusty, super aggressive on this. Why does it feel like Lusty's playing really slow? If you notice, his Chew is like walking or jogging. I don't know. He fails the knockup. As soon as he fails the knockup, he should have dipped. He should have dipped. Look at the Chew right here. Okay, he's still using second skill. He fails the flicker knockup, and he still chases. Oh man, he just got microed by Selly Boy. Let's say you get a kick on Claude. Look at your Lunox. this is just miscommunication, right? Your Lunox is being forced to light form, so he's not gonna be able to burst out the Claude even if you kick him. Because look at the Jawhead. I think Lunox really wanted to help Lusty, but they're like, oh fuck, you messed up the engage, right? So even if Chu did end up kicking the Claude, it's probably gonna get cancelled if Jawhead throws the Chu anyways. And then Lunox was forced to light form. So I think it's a little bit of a miscomm, I would say, over there. A little bit, just a little bit. It's not like a super crucial miscomm. I could understand how it could work. And Flapteasy needs to do quick sand guard here. He's dead. Nice BMI. But here goes the Roger for the cleanup. Nice. First kill on... Nice. Boom. Boom. Human form. Nice. Bite. Oh, he doesn't want to go wolf form. What? He didn't go wolf form and Vendetta. I think he could have helped the Valir here. Honestly, I think he could have helped the Valir here. Oh no. Why did he farm instead? No way. Look, I think they had that, man. If they work with each other, they had the Vendetta. To be honest with you. I don't know. Roger ended up farming instead. Another miscomm, I guess? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that decision right there for Carl. I think he should have helped. My reflex would have told me to help my Valir, even though he was 1 HP. They're scared that Vendetta might outplay them. So the confidence from Carl went from here to here. You know what I mean? Just the confidence level. The Chu ends up kicking the 1-1. Not a good look. We already know what happens there. Like I said earlier, 1-1 is just gonna purify. As soon... Oh, and there goes the ulti from 1-1. Fuse dead. It's really hard to position as Valir right now, especially with what's happening. Flapteasy's used to quick sand guard. Roger's gonna get freaking ulted by Vendetta. Oh man, he's getting chased. He's so fast though. Okay. Oh yeah, let's see what happens here. There's something that happened here. Nice throw from Jawhead right here. And Farsa's gonna be forced to ulti here. Watch. Ulti. Boom. 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 Okay, Vendetta is on a mega kill. And it was a double kill from Vendetta actually. It was a 2-for-2 trade. A Vendetta and a Jawhead for a Chu tank, and also it's a even trade. But the good part here is Roger got a shutdown gold, so that's really good for Roger. So let's see what happens here. I think Lunox is waiting to burst somebody out. They're trying to bait somebody out right here. Let's see. A lot of teams, or not a lot of players, do this. They hit the jungle minion to check if there's anybody in this bush. Because if you hit this jungle minion, usually it will go close, or it will go closer here if there's anybody in that bush. So it's a good way, a good tip to face check without face checking, like literally, directly. You know what I mean? So very well played from 1-1. That's a small detail that you guys need to take note of as well. Using jungle minions. Same with right here. If anybody's camping this bush, you could use the crab to check that. Same with right here. You can check the bush by hitting this small little spider. Alright? So many ways to check. Few gets caught again. It's really hard to like position as Valir with this. He had flicker too. Why is this flicker so passive lately? Alright, they know it's a 4v5. It's an automatic lord. They either try to bait it out. Lusty. This is the hard part with Chu. If you mess up the engage, you're screwed. It's like you're all in, right? That's what I don't like about Chu tank. You're a single target hero, and you're a fully commit type of hero. You're a pick-off hero or a pick-off tank. Whereas Akai, even if you fuck up, you have Hurricane Dance and you have Jump. So he has a lot of like disengage. I really thought that Akai would have been a better pick here. Alright, and because of that, they know, okay, they don't have any pressure frontline. Choose super low. They shouldn't have any pressure frontline. So the only thing they have to worry about is really Flap and Roger. And Roger, they're forcing this. Bren is just forcing this at this point. And by the way, they're contesting a level 1 Lord, by the way. Level 1 Lord. It's only 11 minutes in. This is a level 1 Lord. And they're getting baited into it. I don't think Carl and Flap should have went for this. It's a 5v2. First of all, even if you do get the Lord, it's a level 1 Lord. Level 1 Lord, even if you try and steal it. The trade, it just doesn't make sense. Right? The trade doesn't make sense. Let's say Carl ended up getting the Lord. Both of them still die for a level 1 Lord, which Farsa could easily wave clear, and Claude could easily wave clear with 1-1. And because they forced the level 1 Lord, trying to steal a level 1 Lord, they're gonna get a level 1 Lord for Alter Ego without any casualties at all. So they made it even worse. There you go. That's even worse too. Even the Valir died. That's not his fault. Farsa is just really fed, by the way. 3-1 and 13. So yeah, that was bad decision making from Carl and Flap in that part. In that part where the Lord was gonna go. Alright, nice zoning from Udil. This is just a simple game sense or simple siege from Alter Ego. You have Farsa zoning with Jawhead. And then you have Claude and Wan hitting the tower. Pretty simple, right? Not a lot of teams do that. They usually try to go for kills, but they're just all in the same page, I feel like. For Alter Ego, they're just all in the same page. They know each other's job and they know each other's role, which is super, super important. Lusty is just super, super underfed. Well, obviously he's a tank chew, but you know what I mean. He's just super behind, so he can get bursted really, really easily. The Lord hasn't even come up yet. So this is really good from Alter Ego. They already got 2 inhibitor towers without the help of the Lord, because the Lord just spawned top lane. The reason why that happened is because Roger and Flap made the wrong decision to try and contest a level 1 Lord. And then Valir was like, oh shit, I need to help my teammates, but then he got out of position as well because it was miscommunication. That was not the right decision. So whoever is shot calling for Bren definitely needed to step up just a little bit. Right? Just tell your members, I would say, like, man, don't even contest for this. Lusty was already low. They have 5 people that's like literally full health, and they're super, super ahead, like almost 10,000 gold ahead. There's no reason for us to contest for a level 1 Lord. So whoever the shot caller is for Bren should have called that to his players so they don't make the same mistake. But yes, individually, Carl and Flap made the wrong decision. Here we go. Bren finally trying to counter engage. Finally a good kick from Cho. If Vendetta lived right there, I would have been pissed off. Flap still dies. The Lord is still up. So it's a 4v3 while Farsa's gonna zone here with the ulti, as you'll see. There it is. But very nice from Rebo to force Farsa into canceling that ulti. Well played. A small detail that's very, very important. Level 1 Lord doesn't do much. See what I mean? It just gets cleared really easily. But it doesn't matter because Alter Ego got 2 inhibitor towers. Let's see what happens here. I think Alter Ego just waits for the next Lord and then pushes for the win. I mean, it's not like Alter Ego is gonna get outscaled because they have a late game Claude and a late game 1-1 with a late game Farsa. So they're definitely not gonna get outscaled. So like even if it gets to late game, Bren literally has no chance. No chance. Claude is better than Roger late game. The only late game that's really good for Bren, I would say, is Lunox. Lunox could try and burst out the Claude, but it's very hard to do so since Claude has BMI. There it is, the zoning Farsa ulti, and there you go, and that's GG. Nothing else to say. Congratulations to Alter Ego. Sorry it took so long for me to do an analysis on this. But Alter Ego was just the better team, like decision making, the macro play was just there. The draft, I would say, was could have been better for Bren. Honestly, the draft could have been a little bit better for Bren. Like I said, the Akai pick could have been there. The Khalid was a good pick though, I would say. The Khalid was a really good pick to counter the Benedetta. Because Flap actually did really good matching up with Benedetta. It's just that Benedetta was really smart at roaming and trying to help his teammates instead of going for a 1v1 matchup. So super well played and super just common sense, logical game sense, just really good, right? For Alter Ego, they know each other's role. Jawhead made a lot of plays with Farsa. They just synergized better. That's also another thing. Lusty and Few, it felt like they weren't on the same page on this series, whereas Udil and Leo Murphy, they were like just synergizing with each other and working with each other. So that's what I want to see. Like if I was to build a team, that's what I want to see the most. That's the most important part, honestly, is your support and tank working with each other. And that's what I've been telling the amateur teams that I've coached to do, but they never do. They always like separate and they never work with each other, and they end up, you know, just trying to gank as a tank alone or as a support alone. If you work with each other and synergize with your team composition and your combo, it ends up resulting in a really well played. You're most likely gonna win because the tank and the support are the most important roles in the game right now. So. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and learned something new in this analysis. Do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to like, and hit the notification bell for more analysis. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Peace.